systems and stories and myths. They literally tell the law of attraction what to bring us in our life.
Your law of attraction only listen
And
to
so one of the secrets to higher
your
dimensional living is
subconscious.
simple. You learn how to recode your own subconscious. You'll start sending a different set of instructions to the higher dimensions, and your life will manifest differently.
Through affirmation.
So that's trying to tie it all together. So why is it important to get into the subconscious? Well, that's our gateway to the higher dimensions. That's how all these incredible things happen. And so the theory of it is pretty simple. You just recode your subconscious according to how you'd like your life to be. And then the law of attraction will actually hear you. And it will actually start bringing you different experiences and opportunities. But like with muscle testing, if you don't know how this works or no one's ever shown you how to do it, you'll have no idea.
Right.
You'll have no idea that you could even do this.
How to make it work?
Of course not. It's kind of like we see this. I'm a basketball fan, and I love to watch the dunk competition. And every year, someone does a new dunk that no one's ever done before. And before anyone does it, everyone thinks, oh my God, that seems impossible, too dangerous. He's not going to pull that off. And then they do. And then 3 years later, everyone's doing it. Why? Once someone shows us that it can be done, it gets into the mass consciousness. It becomes easy. Now, we saw this with the 4-minute mile. For a long time, people thought it's impossible. And then one dude did it. And then the next 3 years, like 10 more people did it. So all this higher dimensional stuff is the same. It may seem a little far out, a little crazy at first, but the more of us that learn it and practice it, the easier it makes it for everybody else.
And you make it so easy and accessible for people.
That's my goal, is to make it so easy that you really don't have any more excuses to not do it.
Exactly. And
right. It's not going to take 7 years. It's not going to cost $100,000. You don't have to move to India or change your name or give away your possessions or any of that.
Right.
None of it's necessary. You can just learn the technology and apply it.
And you give the technology to people. I am so grateful that you've came into my life and to my family's life, because especially at times during like this, I'm living in a different space. I'm living in a different headspace with everything that's going on right now, and much of that I will say is because of the work that you do and that you brought to me, the technology that I get to access thanks to the programs that you do. We're going to be talking about this wonderful pack that we're offering to our listeners, but that's including the technology, the theta brainwave technology that all somebody has to do in many respects to clear these blocks, these subconscious blocks, is to listen to and to go through the clearings that you offer. I want to make sure that our listeners have the opportunity to get this material. It's a perfect time. It's a perfect opportunity for people to get this material into their lives and with their families. It's called The Secrets for Higher Dimensional Living. This is the mega pack that Brent Michael Phillips is offering our wonderful listeners as a thank you for supporting this radio station, where we get to talk about these concepts, where we get to share these amazing technologies and techniques that Brent has been mastering over many decades, and he has spent so many years and finances to achieve. So this particular package that we're offering our listeners is quite exclusive, is it not, Brent?
It is, and it's something that I haven't offered before, but I decided to make it available exclusively through the radio station because I think that people really need help right now.
Yes, they do.
And a lot of people don't have a lot of money, but maybe you do have more time than usual.
Yes.
And so I looked through all my material and said, well, what can I make available that will be the most impactful to people, that will give them the maximum amount of new power and insight and ability, and that will work through the radio station to support their fund drive. And this is what I came up with, that it's the full set of recordings and materials from my Secrets for Higher Dimensional Living, which normally is a 3-day intensive. And so you get to go through the entire thing. There's a manual that's over 100 pages. There's something like 15, 16 hours of recorded sessions of exercises and lectures. And I don't normally give it away in this format at any price. Normally, I only offer this as a live event, and then give recordings to the people that attended, because it is a lot more powerful to do it as a live event for sure. But it's also more expensive, and it's a lot more difficult to administer.
And and people don't have to get on a plane.
That's right.
And get a hotel.
And even if I did it as an online class, it would still be difficult.
No, this is the perfect time for people to dive into.
So